Lost Dog and Cat Rescue Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit that helps animals that are languishing in shelters that are highly adoptable but have no other way out. I had been going to shelters and saw the need for these dogs that were highly adoptable that were being euthanized on a daily basis by the dozens that had nowhere to go. I mean, absolutely nowhere. And we decided that these dogs needed a place to go, so we purchased 60 acres, a kennel facility, and we took dogs out of the shelters that were highly adoptable, that were about to be euthanized, spayed, neutered, got them medical treatment, boarded them, exercised them, medicated them, and then we took them into the Washington, D.C. area to find homes.
We're very, very lucky to have the Lost Dog Ranch as part of our program. It enables us to house and save so many more animals than we would be able to save if we had to rely solely on foster homes and boarding facilities. We're able to hold here 150 dogs at any given time and up to 20 cats. And that's a lot of animals that we can take care of and get back and forth to events. And we can just do things on a larger scale because we have this privilege to have this facility.
The Lost Dog Ranch is a really great place. It's where many of our dogs and cats stay from the point at which they're rescued until they ultimately get adopted by their new families. And it's a place where they can get the medical care they need, get the attention that they so very much deserve. They get fed really, really well. They get to play with other dogs if they're social, and they get the exposure and to build confidence that they need to go to an adoption event and show off their stuff to potential new families.
The ranch is awesome because it's basically a safety net for all the animals. It means that the animals not only stay there after they come from the animal shelters and get used to, the good life, but also so that when, somebody has an emergency, whether it's a foster or a volunteer that has a dog, we don't need to try to find another foster to take them. We have this facility where they can stay.
So we have a really unique setup at the Lost Dog Ranch. We have kennels where dogs share their run with compatible roommates. So you may have 2 or 3 or 4 dogs in one really large indoor-outdoor run. And so they get a chance to have social time all day long and have buddies to cuddle up with at night, and they get to get inside and outside. And then one of the things that we're really proud of for the dogs at the ranch is that we have, I think 8 or more large fenced yards for them to go and play in. They all get out 2 to 3 times a day to run loose and play and roll in the grass and get out of the kennels.
The cats, we have a little cat house on our facility, and most of our cats are kept in foster homes. We do have probably 25 to 30 cats.
They have also indoor-outdoor access. They have a screened porch that's very safe for them, that they can choose to lay out there on nice days and enjoy the breeze and watch what's going on in the outside world, or they can lounge around inside with the air conditioning or the heat.
We have dogs and cats that are up for adoption, but there are also farm animals. There's pigs, goats, donkeys, horses, chickens, and ducks, and they're all rescues as well. They range from coming from the Iowa floods several years ago, which is where the big pigs are from, to just the local shelters that also get farm animals turned in, where they just don't have space for potbelly pigs in a dog kennel. I love to give the pigs Gatorade, and I love just grooming the horses and hanging out with them. And it's fun to see their different personalities. They're very different, especially in how they interact with each other. It's just kind of fun to watch.
All of our adoption events take place in Washington, D.C. area, PetSmarts and Petco's. So in the southern Maryland area, in northern Virginia area, we take the dogs and cats up there every weekend. We have about 10 events a weekend. Because of zoning, the ranch is not allowed to be open to the public, so we can't hold any adoption events here, but it is the perfect place for the animals to spend the week getting ready for adoption events.
It has grown tremendously. When we first started in 2001, our kennel had about 15 dogs. We now hold 150. We have 8 full-time employees, 4 part-time employees. Our volunteer numbers went from 30 to I think we have 3,000 volunteers in our database right now.
Outside of the direct care staff at the ranch, we're an all-volunteer organization. So we function because we have a really strong supporter base, and we have contributors who care about our mission as much as we do and support us in the work that we do. And that is what pays for the food that our dogs and cats get. It's what pays for their medical care. It's what allows us to actually have a ranch and do everything that it takes to get a dog and cat rescued to adoption.
We're very lucky that we're able to save a fair number of animals with more complicated special needs and things that frankly are quite expensive, because we have a special fund called the Pepsi Sprite Griffin Legacy Gift, and that fund enables us to take in some animals that maybe we couldn't otherwise without those kind of funds.
It's enabled us to pull dogs that we might not be able to pull due to financial restraints. It's enabled us to help dogs that really deserve another chance, but just might have a little bit more medical bills than the average rescue can take over. I would like to see the Lost Dog Ranch continue the great work that it's doing. I would like to be able to help more dogs and cats down the road. I would like to be able to educate more people, maybe have an education center to show people how many homeless dogs there are that are deserving of a second chance.
Just allowing a dog to be a dog and allowing a cat to be a cat is just so important for, putting them on the path to adoption.
I really like the fact that it really is, that we're not relying necessarily on just foster homes, but we also have a facility that's a backup. I really like that, and I really think it's really important, and it's also enabling us to find more homes for more dogs and cats. It's a really good place for them to get used to things and then move on to find their home.
It gives these animals a place to be, a safe haven for them while they're awaiting their new homes. It's a place that they can come, they can be themselves. If they're scared, they can be scared for a little while. The staff will work with them to try and make it so that they're ready to go.
The mission of the Lost Dog and Cat Rescue Foundation is to rescue dogs and cats from shelters with high rates of euthanasia and find new homes for them and put them with people who are going to love them and take care of them. And that's what drives every single thing that Lost Dog and Cat Rescue Foundation does. Every dog and cat that we rescue, it's because we know that they have value and we want them to have a home.